What's up everybody, I am Jaspreet Singh and welcome to the Minority Mindset. Hello investors, how you doing? The interesting thing as an investor is that your success as an investor is not determined by just what you buy, but when you buy. Like, let's say you sold an investment property, an apartment complex for $1 million. Is that a good deal or a bad deal? Well, I mean, it depends. If you bought the property for $2 million and then sold it for $1 million, that's not a very good deal. But if you bought that exact same property for $500,000 instead of $2 million, well, now that deal looks a lot better now, doesn't it? Add in some passive income checks along the way, and now we're talking. That's why the key to becoming a successful real estate investor is not just buying a bunch of properties, it's finding deals on the properties that you do buy. And that's why in this video, I'm gonna go over 5 ways you can find awesome deals for your real estate investments. And before we get into it, make sure you hit that thumbs up button below. It's right below the screen. And subscribe to our Minority Mindset channel so you don't miss our new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. The first way you can find deals is by using insider information legally. I was looking into buying some investment properties in a city near me, but I was a little bit concerned because about a half a mile away from the properties I was looking at, there was this empty shopping plaza and building that was just sitting there. I mean, the last thing I want to do is invest in an area that's becoming a ghost town. So I went to the city hall and I talked to the building department to see what was going on in the area with developments and to see if anybody had any plans to do anything with the empty shopping plaza. And it turns out that Walmart, yes, Walmart was coming in and they got approved to build a store in that exact same plaza. And at that time, it hadn't hit the news that Walmart was coming, or if it did, I hadn't heard of it. Big companies like Walmart spend millions of dollars before they decide to open up a store. So if you find out that a big company or store like Walmart is coming to a city near you before the whole world finds out, well, this could be an opportunity for you to buy real estate around that area, because that means that there's money and demand coming to that area. So I went ahead and I bought some properties, and over the next couple of years, Walmart opened up. But what I didn't expect was that this Walmart opening up also brought a bunch of smaller retail stores to open up around the Walmart, because the Walmart drove so much traffic, and this brought more demand into this area. In other words, it made property values and rents go up. So you can use insider information in real estate by looking at what developments are coming to your area or areas around you, and you can use that to your advantage. The second place to find real estate deals is by looking for physically distressed real estate. So I took a real estate investing class from a real estate developer, and this real estate developer had a saying that stuck with me. He used to say, look for the worst properties in the best areas. Location, location, location. Your location in real estate matters. And if you can find a beat up property, that's how you can get into a good location at a lower price. Investing in beat up real estate is one of my favorite ways to invest in real estate, because if a property needs $10,000 worth of work, you'll often see it being sold for $20,000 below market value, because most people don't want to put in the work to fix the real estate. That's where you come in. One of my favorite beat up properties was the small 17-unit apartment complex that was in a great city, and it was sitting on a lake. Like, there was a ton of lake frontage, so people that lived in this apartment complex could have picnics and barbecues in their backyard on the lake. But this place was a mess. Like, yeah, there were 17 units, but only 3 or 4 were rented out. Like, the other 75% was vacant, and the 3 or 4 people that did live there weren't even paying rent. So this property needed work. Most people saw this apartment complex and got scared and ran away, but it looked like an opportunity to me. So my team came in and we bought the property for $260,000 because nobody else wanted it. And then we put in around another $100,000 to fix it up, make it look nice, remarket it, rebrand it, and less than a year later, we were 100% occupied with a waiting list of people that wanted to live there. And then we got the cash flow from the rents for a few years, and then we sold the property for about double of the total amount we put in, including repairs. So not a bad deal. The thing with dealing with distressed real estate is that, one, you need to make sure you have a good licensed and insured contractor that can do the work at a fair price. And second is to know exactly what work needs to be done, because the last thing you want is to estimate $10,000 worth of repairs and then realize that you were way off. The third place to find real estate deals is to look for financially distressed properties. When the majority of people hear foreclosure, they usually think something bad. To real estate investors, foreclosure means opportunity. When a property goes through financial distress, like a bank foreclosure or a tax foreclosure, or it's being sold through probate or a divorce, then the people selling the property are motivated sellers because it's losing them money and they just want to get rid of it. If you are working with a real estate agent, then this real estate agent will have access to the MLS, which will let them know when a new foreclosure hits the market, and you can have them put you on automatic notifications. This way you find out when a new foreclosure is out there. Or you can consider going to property auctions, but if you do start participating in property auctions, make sure you speak to a real estate attorney first, because there are a lot of other things involved in property auctions that I do not want to get into in this video. When it comes to probate properties, you can talk to the probate court in your area, or you can talk to a real estate agent who has experience working with probate properties. The fourth way to find real estate deals is to look at the numbers. One of the worst things you can do as an investor, I can't stand when real estate investors do this, is when you buy a property that's losing you money every single month, all because you're speculating and hoping that you'll be able to sell this property for a big profit sometime in the future. Don't do that. Look at the numbers. Your job as a real estate investor is to find a property where the rental income is enough to cover the taxes, insurance, maintenance, management, and loan payment if you have one, and put some money in your pocket. This might sound intuitive, but you will be surprised at how many people get excited about investing in a certain area, so they come in and they way overpay for a property, and then they're losing money even though the property is rented out every single month, and they continue to do this for a year or 2 years or 5 years because they're gonna be able to sell this property for a huge profit. Or at least that's what they think. Don't do that. Be a financially smart investor and look at the numbers. And the fifth way to find awesome real estate deals is to have access to cash. If I was selling a property and I entered into a contract to sell this building to a buyer, the last thing I want to hear is that this buyer will not be able to buy my property because they weren't able to find financing or get the money to purchase my property. So if you can come in with cash in your hand, or with investors already lined up, or already pre-approved for a loan, you are a much more promising buyer and you can get a lower price. I, like many sellers, would be willing to sell our properties for a discount to somebody who already has the cash ready to close, because nobody wants to sit around waiting 2 or 3 months just hoping that their buyer will be able to get approved to get the money to close on the property. More certainty comes with a discounted price. So if you put in the work on the front end to find capital to buy the properties before you actually start negotiating, you can use this as leverage to negotiate a better price. And if you're looking for more tips on how to invest in real estate, or you want to see me walk through a couple of deals, I'll link some of these videos in the description below. And now I want to hear from you too. What are some other things you can do, or things that you've done to get good deals in real estate? Let me know in the comments below. Who knows? Maybe I'll take a couple of yours. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed our video, hit that thumbs up button and share it with one friend so we can help spread the word. Don't miss our new videos on entrepreneurship, business, and money every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So hit the subscribe button and the notification bell below. That way you actually find out when our new videos are released. And as always, keep hustling.